Well, hello there. Welcome back to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. This is my third session of Phelios. Sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. Also, thank you so much, lovely people, for dropping your retro game requests. As I said, the first 4 requests have been now added to a poll that you can get voting on right now. So the first 4 requests were Yakuza 2, Die Hard Trilogy on PS1, should point out. Yakuza 2 is on PS2 as well. Mortal Kombat Trilogy on N64, and what I would believe to be the original Mortal Kombat on SNES. In the heat of the moment, I presumed that Mortal Kombat 1, the original, was requested. It may have been the new Mortal Kombat 1. Ed Boon, stop confusing your fan base, please. Regardless, anyway, I have took it as the original Mortal Kombat, and it's been added. It's in the poll. You can get voting now. Voting will end on Monday morning, 9 a.m. Irish time. And of course, I will reveal the winner. And that winning game will be next on Classic Hits Gaming after my Phelios live gameplay. So let's get stuck in once I pop in my Duracell batteries in my wireless Sega Mega Drive controller, because I'm cheating. I'm not playing this on an actual Sega Mega Drive. I'm playing it on the AT Games, like Chinese bootleg mini Sega Mega Drive. It's fantastic though. It comes preloaded with Sega Mega Drive games, and you can pop in your cartridges as well. And it's region free, so you can put in whatever region cartridge you want. But that doesn't matter. What matters is the game. I'm playing the original game. Look, here's the box and everything. The Japanese box. Okay, it even has this little Namco booklet thing that you can fill in, send away for information. Thought you can do it now. And the Japanese manual, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, still bringing the original physicality of this game to the live stream, even though I am playing it on a bootleg Sega Mega Drive. Who cares? It's the game that matters. Speaking of which, let's get stuck into another session. No novice for Classic Hits Gaming. Advanced all the way. So yeah, don't forget to vote for what's next on Classic Hits Gaming. All of you lovely people can choose. Again, you can choose between Yakuza 2, Die Hard Trilogy, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and the original Mortal Kombat, as in Mortal Kombat 1. And apologies to anyone who made a request that didn't make it. It was the top 4, so you really had to be quick. You really had to be listening, and you really had to, have the finger on the pulse. Not to worry though. Many more polls will feature on Classic Hits Gaming, giving you the opportunity to vote for what game you want. And I'll even kind of, well, sometimes I'll just do a poll where I will select like games at random, and then you can vote for them. Other times, then I'll do like a lead up to the poll, like I did now, and I'll give you the option to leave requests. But you have to be quick though, because it'll be the first 3 or 4 requests, depending on how many games I'm putting into the poll. In this case, it was 4 games, and you have plenty of time to vote as well. Voting ends on Monday, so plenty of time. It's funny actually, because there's actually the Irish general election taking place today. vote for who will run the country for the next 5 years. I'm not going to share my political beliefs right now, because otherwise it'll go into a rant, an unnecessary rant that's going to check the live chat. I'll just try to be one step ahead of YouTube, because sometimes YouTube don't show all the comments. So I literally have to do this like every 5 minutes. It's annoying. Lads, I tell you, you can't beat a classic games soundtrack. You know, it's 16-bit soundtrack. It's divine. Still see people banging on about the successor to the Nintendo Switch. Just wait. Be patient. Nintendo will reveal the successor to the Switch by the end of March of next year. Just wait. Hello again there, Medusa. Medusa, you really need to clean your hair. Well, I'm going to show you as well the I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to show you which game is in the lead so far on that poll. Like, I don't know if it gives you like the current results, not results, but if it shows you which game is in the lead. I'm not sure if that's conventional, but who gives a fuck? I'm going to show you now. Right, so currently, Yakuza 2 is in the lead with 45%. Die Hard Trilogy, 27%, even with Mortal Kombat Trilogy. And no one has voted for Mortal Kombat 1 on the SNES. For Mortal Kombat 1. So you can still vote. Voting will close Monday morning, 9 AM, Irish time. Oh shit. Pause this. Hey, the fuck? Come on, pause. Pause. Here we go, fucking hell. These wireless controllers aren't very reliable, has to be said. But thankfully, you can actually plug in the original Sega Mega Drive controllers into that AT Games Sega Mega Drive Mini. To be fair, that's the original Sega Mega Drive Mini before Sega made an official one. Oh, I forgot to wish my American viewers a happy Thanksgiving yesterday. So I hope my American viewers had a lovely Thanksgiving yesterday. It is obviously Black Friday, which has absolutely, it has no purpose in the Republic of Ireland. And I'll tell you why, because it literally drags on for like a week or two. Black Friday sales, and it's like Saturday, and it's Sunday, and it's Monday, and it's Tuesday, and it's Wednesday, and it's Thursday, and it's a week fucking later. Black Friday sales. It's like, what the fuck, like, it's a sale. I mean, you could literally have sales in Ireland at any day of the week, at any year, at any fucking time of the year, right? And sometimes you could get a better deal. So Black Friday in Ireland is just pointless. Show me a fucking 8K TV, an 8K OLED TV for fucking €150, and I'll be like, alright, that's a great stuff. Look, welcome as always to Classic Hits Gaming, my friend, which is your home of the 3 greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. How was your day going? Did you come across any Black Friday deals today? I didn't even look. I didn't even search Black Friday. Because I'm telling you, here in Ireland, there just isn't any actual... Yes, you'll have a sale, but there's nothing major. €2 off a PS4 game. Wow. I'm not even exaggerating, and I meant to say a PS4 as well, by the way. Yeah, Black Friday is an American thing. I don't even know if it even has an impact in America anymore. But my understanding of Black Friday was literally people in America would rush into a fucking TV store, right? Like first thing on Friday morning, and like they would be getting TVs for like dirt cheap. Do you know what I mean? Some Black Friday are the same price of last month. Exactly, that as well. Just Christmas gifts. Yeah, it is handy to get a sale for when you're getting Christmas gifts. Definitely. I haven't even started my Christmas shopping yet. No, for me anyway, it's a bit early. Look at these roast chickens. But the skinny mutator survived to enter the dungeon. Are you going to watch the Game Awards, Nicole? I believe it's on later this year. I think it's the second week of December this time around. I've said it before and I'd say it again, I won't be watching it. I don't need to stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning to watch a game trailer. I mean, that is the blunt truth that people need to accept, because that's literally what people are doing. Well, in Ireland anyway, at least. Anyone who's watching it in the UK and Ireland. I do not need to be staying up at that hour of the morning to watch a fucking trailer that'll more than likely be a letdown anyway. And if it's a big reveal, so be it. I'll watch it the following morning on YouTube. Who gives a fuck? Oh, but it's live, John. Who gives a fuck? The trailer will still be there tomorrow morning. Shut up. And as for the awards, as I said, if you're enjoying a game that isn't even in the Game of the Year category, right? If it doesn't win, your enjoyment of that game is not going to cease. That game is not going to evaporate. You'll still have that game the following morning, whether it wins Game of the Year or not, whether it's in Game of the Year or not. And if you had no interest in playing a game prior to the Game Awards, if that game wins Game of the Year, you're not going to get a sudden urge to go and buy that game, unless you're a brainwashed sheep. You know? So fuck the Game Awards, and fuck Jeff Keighley. If that's being negative, so what? There's enough miserable people out there anyway, calling people fucking Karens all the fucking time anyway, so fuck them. Fuck them. But, oh, it's a very bad time. But it isn't just the time, though. It's the fact that Jeff Keighley is trying to resurrect E3 and failing each time, creating a Frankenstein monster every single time. E3 is dead. Leave it dead. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Game Awards. I will not be watching for the second year in a row. I will not be watching the Game Awards. Do you know what might actually motivate me to watch the Game Awards? If Jeff Keighley wasn't such a fucking simp to the industry, and if he actually called out the industry. I don't mean a simp for Hideo Kojima, but I mean, like, he should call out the industry. There's clearly a massive problem with the video game industry. You'd have to be blind or blinded by having your head up these companies' assholes. But either way, you'd have to be blind not to see there's a problem in the video game industry today. So fucking... If he acknowledges that, I might look at Jeff Keighley a bit differently. So instead of bringing the UN to the Game Awards, you know, how about just speak out against the industry? It's as simple as that, like. But you know what, though? You'll never see that happening. You'll never see that happening. Just going to check the live chat again, because, you know, YouTube, being YouTube, you can be sure that they will fucking, you know, well, it'll be YouTube, really, won't they? But yeah, like, you know, I don't mind waking up the following morning and seeing Resident Evil 9 trailer. It's the same trailer that you watched at 4 o'clock in the morning. The only difference between me and you is I got a good night's sleep. I'll still watch the same trailer you watched, but I'll have a good night's sleep. You know, so it's just ridiculous. But it's live, Johnny. Who gives a fuck if it's live? But it's hearing the audience react. What, the fucking fake audience that more than likely got paid to react that way? Fuck off. In fact, no, actually, so most of them don't even react anymore. And it's always the Americans that are, like, exaggerating everything, like, you know? Like, every word, you know? Coming up next, ooh! Game, ooh! Reveal, ooh! Woo! This is so great! Oh, a logo, ooh! Honestly, you bring that shit to Europe. Right, you bring fucking Game Awards to Europe, and they're like, and? Oh, whoa, it's another open world game. Oh, whoa, it's another sci-fi game. Oh, whoa, it's another shooting game. Oh, whoa, another Elder Scrolls type game. Oh, whoa. Or fucking not Elder Scrolls, but Elden Ring, Dark Souls game. You know? Because they're so honest. I don't mean any disrespect to my American viewers, but a lot of Americans, when they go to these shows, man, it's just a typical American kind of attitude, like, you know? Whoa! This is super awesome, you guys. It's like, Jesus Christ, like. I'm just being honest now, like, that's literally the way they are. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the following morning. I wouldn't mind seeing a Resident Evil 9 trailer, just to see the story. I'm not too optimistic about the gameplay, because if rumors are to be believed, it's supposed to have like open world kind of elements, like Jesus Christ Almighty. But the story now, very interesting. I spoke about this before, but the connections has me intrigued. I really want to see more, hear more about the connections. They're basically setting up the connections as two things, really. They're going to become the next Umbrella Corporation. Conspiracies and cover-ups and everything. And I believe they're also going to be revealed as the organization / agency that we hear in Resident Evil 2 for the first time, actually. I think, yeah. It's just, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, the organization that Wesker was trying to buy into by stealing Umbrella's research. The same with Ada Wong as well. You hear more about it in RE4. They'll talk a little bit about it in RE6 as well, and probably other games as well that I've probably failed to mention. But you find out in RE7 that Wesker's HCF, I think, which is basically the agency's paramilitary unit, right? They actually helped on the development of Evelyn. So, very interesting stuff. Maybe Wesker is still out there somehow. Like, what if Wesker in RE6 was a clone? I mean, they did bring clones into RE6. So think of it. Wesker dies in RE5. RE6 is a clone of Ada. So what's to say that isn't a clone of Wesker? It's not that far-fetched. I mean, Wesker died once already. You know, but maybe he didn't die at all this time, and he was just a clone. One thing about Wesker is he likes to hide in the shadows. Maybe he was hiding in the shadows, setting up Blue Umbrella, which apparently is going to feature in RE9. Also, the BSAA is there as well. So it's going to be interesting to have these three companies kind of all coexisting. It's very, very interesting. There's definitely going to be some kind of cover-up conspiracy that we saw in the original RE trilogy, which I actually think Capcom are trying to replicate. I think they're actually trying to replicate the OG trilogy. And as we know, in the OG trilogy, you had like the chief of the RPD taking bribes from Umbrella to keep hush-hush about what Umbrella are doing in the city. Obviously, Wesker was fucking captain of the Stars Alpha team, and he was also fucking an operative at Umbrella, you know. So lots of cover-up, lots of conspiracies in the original trilogy. So I'd say in this new trilogy, like 7, 8, 9, I think like maybe we'll find out that the connections are kind of like working with Blue Umbrella. Maybe the BSAA are not as bad as we're... Maybe it's a red herring. Like, maybe the BSAA being bad is a red herring. Maybe they're just using bioweapons to counter bioweapons. It's the same thing as any other fucking... It's the same thing as war and military today. I mean, they use weapons to take down dangerous people. You know? Fight fire against fire. So maybe that would be a kind of an interesting kind of twist where they're actually not bad. Maybe it's the company you're supposed to believe is now good, as in Blue Umbrella, is actually the company that will actually, you know, fucking end up being like the company that is fucking conspiring with the connections. Who knows? But I'm telling you, I always love the story of Resident Evil. So the story of Resident Evil is something that never seems to let me down. Gameplay aside, but I know gameplay is key. I'm confusing people, know that, but I like a good story, obviously, you know. But gameplay is important too, which is why I am considering using RE9 as a last kind of like, this is your last chance, Capcom, to, you know, to convince Johnny that he should continue playing Resident Evil games in 2020, fucking 4 and beyond. Well, it'll more likely be 2025 by the time this game comes out, but anyway. But yeah. And you know what though? After Code Veronica and Zero, if they get remade, just stop the remakes. Don't bother remaking 5. You don't need to remake 5. Just stop making remakes. No more remakes. Just make new games. And I think after the modern trilogy ends, like 7, 8, 9, I think it is time for a reboot. Now, I spoke about reboots of Resident Evil many times in this channel, all different sorts of ideas, from a very modern, sophisticated focus on survival horror, but really adding in a different type of horror from the perspective of the character. You see the character experiencing fucking panic attacks, fucking terror. Just terror attacks, just absolutely mentally broken. Because, like, you have to consider this, right? Stars were not trained in biowarfare. Stars were not trained to see their colleagues being eaten, their flesh being ripped apart by what can only be described as monsters. Stars were not trained for that. So I'd like to see the psychological effects of seeing their colleagues being ripped to shreds by monsters, incorporated in the game, which would affect gameplay. Maybe your aiming is affected, maybe your running speed is affected, stuff like that. Now, this apparently featured in Nintendo's survival horror game. Forgive me now, I'm not forgetting the name of that game. No, it's gone. It's gone. I think Rare didn't make it. Sorry, fucking how confusing everyone now. It's basically that horror game that was on the GameCube. Can't think of the name of it. I've been made aware before that that game did have elements like that, but who cares? Just make a new version of it. Put it in Resident Evil. Have turned the Umbrella Corporation into a much bigger and darker organization, to the point where it's almost like a secret society, to the point where it's almost like a religion, a cult. The way, like, we hear about stuff like the Illuminati and all stuff like that. Although, to be honest, they're not as cool as they used to be. The whole all-seeing eye malarkey. Anyway, but that kind of thing, where it has a lot more control than it did in the original games. The conspiracies are much deeper, not just the police department, but the Umbrella Corporation having their hands in multiple pockets. Is that a saying? But just change things up here and there. But definitely just a much bigger emphasis on psychological horror, survival horror, horror from the point of view of the character. Let's see the character experiencing a lot more horror than just the player jumping, from jump scares. Oh, the player got a fright. But what about the character who's experiencing this? Let's see it from their perspective. Let's see a much darker Umbrella Corporation with much more control of not just Raccoon City, but the world itself, for a dark purpose, an ultimate goal, an end game, that's much deeper than just bioweapons and, fucking viral outbreaks, right? A conspiracy the likes of which you would never expect, just all sorts. And because we're in modern technology, like, maybe we can see a lot more, like, we saw this with Resident Evil 2 remake, obviously, like, but it's, the details of the zombies, just more terrifying, grotesque, gruesome, maybe even a bigger focus on gore as well. I'm not that kind of fucking person that's obsessed with gore, like, but just reboot the series completely, retell the Mansion incident in a completely different manner. Maybe the mansion itself could be like almost like a Freemason kind of lodge type thing, like, not saying that they are Freemasons in the game, but the Umbrella Corporation would basically be this kind of secret society, and the mansion is kind of one of those places where they go, and like each one of these lodges has some kind of a lab where they're conducting maybe a bigger focus on Oswald E. Spencer's original intentions, which was actually what was the term? It's been so long since I've actually used this term. Oh God. It's basically when you're trying to create the perfect race, the perfect species. There's a fucking term for it. Eugenics. A bigger focus on eugenics, because that was Oswald E. Spencer's original ambition. That's why he experimented with the progenitor virus. He had hoped that the progenitor virus would alter human DNA to evolve humanity, to create the perfect race of humans, and he was going to be a god over this new race. That was Oswald E. Spencer's true purpose, original purpose. A lot of these so-called RE fans won't even know that. So yeah, true intentions of Oswald E. Spencer. Let's see a bigger focus on that. Eugenics, let's say eugenics plays a much bigger role. This time around, let's say that's the end goal of this secret society. Maybe they want to just force evolution on humanity, and anyone who is deemed unworthy, unclean, or whatever else will be, turned into a test subject or whatever else for this company. They'll be the first people that will be experimented on or whatever else. Or just disposed of completely. And they're trying to create this like their own like utopia of a super race of humans, and each, like, let's say each leader of this house, let's say they're called houses, right? I know we saw something of this in RE6 with the families or whatever else, but nonetheless, anyway, let's say that they would be like the leader of their kind of region of the world. They're their own god. Basically, they want to be. Basically, this Umbrella Corporation wants to be gods over a world of advanced humanity. That's the ultimate goal. But let's spread that across at least 3 new Resident Evil games. You know, spread that story, build up to that end goal. You slowly but surely find out that there's much darker intentions of the Umbrella Corporation this time around in this rebooted series. Just reboot Resident Evil. End of rant, end of conversation. Let me just refresh the live chat again, because YouTube, you know, YouTube, you have to be aware of YouTube. But yeah, what do you think anyway about what I said about rebooting Resident Evil? Would you like to see a reboot of Resident Evil? Are you happy enough seeing 50, 60-year-old Chris Redfield? You know, who if he actually punched a boulder, he'd fucking pull a fucking muscle and break his fucking hand, first and foremost. But yeah, and this thing where, because Jill Valentine got infected by the T-virus, she's now fucking immortal. You know, is she going to look the same forever? Like, it's pretty weird that you think of a. What about a future Resident Evil game? So, like, where Chris is like in his fucking 70s and he can barely walk and he looks like fucking Ric Flair. Sorry, Ric Flair. And Jill Valentine looks like fucking Trish Stratus, even though she's fucking not exactly young anymore. But you know what I mean? It's ridiculous to have Jill looking so young. Whatever explanation they want to give, I think is ridiculous. Look, I think Resident Evil's come far enough. I think it is definitely time for a reboot. Okay, rant over. Back to Medusa again. Medusa. So it looks like if Yakuza 2 wins, I'm going to have to actually buy the game first. Hopefully I'll be able to find it. I'd say I will. I'd say more than likely I'll be able to see it. Hello dear Medusa. Once again, I'm surprised they're not releasing new gen versions of them. What do you mean? You mean like new gen versions? You mean like bringing Resident Evil 1, 2 and 3 to PS5 in their original form? I would love that. I'd love to be able to. Well, it's too late now because I already streamed Resident Evil 3 and 2 on the channel. And I can download Resident Evil 1 already. So, but yeah. Come to think of it, actually, I probably wouldn't have any. Well, it'd be nice to play it on Switch or something on the go. Classic Resident Evil on the go. I like the sound of that. Although, actually, years ago, I actually played Resident Evil DS. Remember that? I think it was called Deadly Silence. They had to do something with the DS, didn't they? It was actually kind of fun because they had the original Resident Evil, but you could also play like a DS version of it, where you were doing the puzzles with the stylus and everything. I think it even used the microphone, and it had mini games as well, where you were killing crows and zombie dogs and hunters with the stylus. Like they kept on coming at you, they would jump and come onto the screen. It was so cool, actually. Missed that. I remember playing that. I woke up really sick one morning. Like I thought I was dying, man. And so I myself, well, let's play some Resident Evil DS. The DS is 20 years old now, apparently. That makes me feel so fucking old. God. So like there is a classic Resident Evil trilogy available on some PC platform. Was it Gogi or something? Googie goggles. Fucking hell, I can't even talk. Whatever it's called. It's a PC platform, a bit like Steam. But as of now, it is not available on console. I mean, it would be nice to have all 3 classic Resident Evil games, the classic trilogy, on the one platform. I would like that. Even though I have played recently, I've played 3 and 2. And I feel like I've played It's funny actually, because years ago I went from never being able to complete the original Resident Evil, right, to like playing that game so many times now over recent years. It's kind of funny because I always found the original Resident Evil to be quite hard. The remake is tough as nails. I think a lot of people forget that actually. Code Veronica I still think is the hardest, but the remake of Resident Evil 1 is tough as the fucking nails, like it really is. Do you know what though? It's the Crimson Heads. It's those fucking running zombies. The first time I encountered a Crimson Head, man, I actually think I fucking let out a fucking whimper as a fucking 13-year-old. I swear to God, it was fucking terrifying. Because it was so unexpected. And that, do you know what though? It's that kind of unexpected mechanic that we need to see in a reboot. Something you'd never thought you'd see. Something that completely changes the landscape. Because up until that point, before the remake, everyone was like, oh, just zombie. I'll run around that zombie. But no, that zombie is going to run after you in the remake. You know what I mean? That was a fucking terrifying shift of pace. Quite literally. To be honest with you. So yeah, I'm going to go back now to my Resident Evil reboot rant and all that. These games are really, as you can see, tough. But you have to pay attention. Pay attention to the patterns, the directions of the projectiles. There's a lot going on in the screen, as you can clearly see. And you really have to pay attention. I'm doing really bad right now. Like this. Well, just to let you know, Nicolay, you can vote right now for what's next on Classic Hits Gaming if you already haven't voted. The options are Yakuza 2 on PS2, Mortal Kombat Trilogy on N64, and Die Hard Trilogy on PS1, and the original Mortal Kombat on SNES. They were 4 game requests, 4 retro game requests by you lovely people, and they were the first 4 requests. I said the first 4 requests will be put into a poll. So yeah, they're in a poll now. Voting will end on Monday morning, 9 AM Irish time. I keep having to stress Irish time because I'm aware of my international viewers. In fact, the majority of my viewers are actually international, really. So I really have to always be kind of conscious of time zones and all that. But yeah, I don't even own 2 of those games, and one of those games is in the lead. So yeah, Johnny's going to have to go ordering. I mean, I might just order 2 of those just to have them anyway. So at least I can have them ready for when the voting ends. Well, I don't know if the game will arrive by then because it's the weekend now. So there might be a bit of... I might have to drag up my my Phelios live streams before those games actually arrive. But that's okay, that's fine. Hopefully I'll fucking still have a fucking... a bedroom. A gaming room. Bedroom/gaming room. By then. Those fucking builders don't fucking... literally fucking just knock down the fucking house or just do something. Fucking blow up the house or some shit, like. You know what I mean? Oh, is that a gas line? Uh-oh. Bang. Johnny's dead. You know, it is so cool to be sitting here playing a Sega Mega Drive game. A game that I played as a kid. I love classic gaming. I love Classic Hits Gaming. I love this channel. I love the fact that I evolved Green Hill Gaming into this. Yeah, I just found myself complaining about the games that I was streaming too much, you know. Like, what is this shit? You know, invasions, this is so boring. You know, in Mortal Kombat 1. You know, a game that I fucking grew up, played. I loved Mortal Kombat, you know? So this is, like, it was depressing. I found that I found that when I was streaming modern games, it was just fucking depressing. It really was. So I changed the pace, decided to play the games I grew up playing, or even the game that I never had the opportunity to play before. And those are actually, do you know what? I actually enjoy those moments more, actually. I enjoy all the moments. I enjoy playing games I grew up playing like this, but I just particularly like playing a game like Yakuza for the first time. You know? I had never played Yakuza before I played Yakuza 1, and I fucking loved it. And finally, complete... That, what a way to kick off Classic Hits Gaming by actually completing Final Fantasy VII for the first time. That was one hell of a kickoff for this channel. Finally completing Final Fantasy VII. Damn. That was quite the opening for this channel. I swear to God, that's a moment. But yeah, and Silent Hill 2, months later. Never completed Silent Hill 2 before. So that is the great thing about the channel as well. You know? You know, I hear people say, like, you know, have you played Silent Hill 2 Remake? Great remake. Probably one of the best remakes to come out since the original RE remake. All the credit in the world that game deserves. I've absolutely nothing wrong to say about that game. I mean, I'm probably just being very fucking cranky with Konami. It's just when I heard Konami saying this game is for modern audiences, I was like, I don't like to hear that. It just puts me right off. It turns me right off, man, seriously. Man, it's like getting down to it. It's like getting down to it, right? And you're getting into it. You're getting into it. And the next minute, someone just showed you a picture of Mother Teresa. You know, Mother Teresa, like, or something. You know, it's like, anyway, that's so random. But it's a turn off. I don't want to hear the modern audience. I know they didn't mean like woke. I know they didn't mean like this is for a modern audience in terms of woke. I just don't want. I felt abandoned. I felt like this is not for you, Johnny. Because that's what Konami were saying to me. I felt like Konami were saying, this is not for you. Stick to your original Silent Hill 2. This is for a modern audience. And that's literally what I did, actually. Wait a second. I just realised if you go closer to the head, it does more damage. I'm fucking so stupid. But yeah, look, great remake. I actually forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, I mean, it was just great to be able to go and play the original Silent Hill 2, complete that. You know? But absolutely, I have nothing negative to say about the Silent Hill 2 remake. I've seen pretty much the majority of that game streamed by a good friend of the channel, Sabertech. And he did very well, actually. I think he played on hard as well, actually. So it's a fantastic remake. Just, I don't want to hear companies saying this is for the modern audience. If I hear Konami saying something like that about Metal Gear, I'm thinking of getting the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Because I feel like it's the perfect remake. I feel like it just does it right. You know, it's literally just, they just literally just took everything, took all the textures, and it's a complete remake. It's a complete remake. I feel like it's what Final Fantasy VII should have been. You know, it's a pity that that thing went through a very strange kind of identity crisis to the point where it's now described as a reimagining, which I don't mind. I like reimagining. Silent Hill Shadow Memories is a reimagining, or as some people call it, reimagination, same thing. I like that. Just be clear to your consumers about what this game is and who it's for. I don't like to be confused, and I definitely don't like to be. I definitely don't like to be told this is for a modern audience, because it just puts me out. I was like, okay, that's not for me then. It's like if you were. It's like I don't know, man. It's like if you were going out, fucking clubbing. You know, you were going out at night, hitting the town, whatever the fuck term you want to use, right? And let's say you're in your fucking, you're young enough, right? And you know, there you are. I'm gonna go clubbing there now, and they said, no, sorry, this is only for fucking old biddies. This is only for the fucking depressed fucking Guinness heads who just sit in the back of the pub with a pint of Guinness. In those days. Do you know, like, okay, we're not going to go there. Or vice versa. Vice versa. If you just wanted to sit there and have your quiet pint of Guinness and moan about fucking Pat Kenny or something, you getting all the money from RTE, fucking RTE bastards or whatever else. that's fine. Sit there, have your pint of Guinness, right? But imagine the third round and said, no, 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 sorry, this is only for all the young fucking club heads or whatever else. You know, like you don't want to feel alienated by the company making that game. So when they said this is for the modern audience, it just turned me off. Nothing against the game. It's just it's hard to describe. It really is. I'll probably end up getting that game down along the line or something. But no, seriously though, I was just happy enough to play the remake. The thing is, I'm not the original. You see, the thing is, I actually played and completed the original before the remake came out. I reckon if the remake had released, like, and I hadn't completed it, I probably would have chose the remake. I probably would have picked the remake instead. I don't know. Pretty strange one. My mind is strange. My mind operates very strange. So I say thank you to everyone watching this live stream right now. It's very much appreciated. Very grateful for your support. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. Like you could be doing anything right now. Everyone has their lives. Everyone has things to do in their life. So for anyone taking the time right now to watch this live stream, I really do appreciate that. One thing that you will never experience on this channel is me doing a super chat, you know, where you literally have to give me money to say hello. That would make me cringe. I mean, there's lots of ways you can make money in this life. Okay? Lots of different ways you can make money in this life. And I swear to God, no matter how tough things, you know, could potentially get in my fucking life financially, you're never going to see me fucking sitting here begging for fucking super chats and begging for merch and everything else. Like, there's absolutely no way that is going to happen. And hey, Wisdom, welcome to Classic Hits Gaming, my friend, which is your home of the three greatest decades of gaming: the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. This is my third session of Phelios. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join the live stream. And you have just earned a subscription, my good friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, great to be here now, streaming some classic Sega Mega Drive game, even though it debuted on arcade. But seriously though, thank you for taking the time to drop by. How are you doing? How is life? Am I ever going to get past this boss? As I mentioned before, like, you know, a lot of younger gamers, when they think of difficult video games, they think of Dark Souls, bro. The Souls games, they're so difficult, bro. But like, see, they had nothing to compare. There was nothing like, to them, they never experienced anything like Dark Souls because they're just not, they're not old enough to remember these games. Games back in the late 80s, sorry, the entire 80s and the like early 90s, late 90s as well, they were really difficult. There were it was a time where, first of all, you couldn't save your game. The majority of games, you couldn't save your game. You had a certain amount of lives, continues, and just look at this. Like, the amount of projectiles you're dodging, the amount of things you have to pay attention to, timing your attacks. I mean, it takes true skill. I forget who said it, but they were spot on. I think it was GGP. Spot on when they said that with games like Elden Ring and Dark Souls, is you can gain experience and you can level up to get stronger. There's no leveling up in these games. This is raw skill. You either have the skill or you don't. You can't level up to get the skill in game. You have to have the skill in your fucking brain. What a rhyme. What a slogan. So yeah, but with these games, evidently I don't have the fucking skill. So you either have the skill to complete this boss or you don't. You can't just keep grinding and leveling up, getting experience, to get that, or go and find that powerful secret weapon, that can do 99999 damage. There was none of that shit back then, you know? So yeah. Back in my day, games were difficult. I spoke a few days ago about Mortal Kombat, the future of Mortal Kombat, and it's quite sad to see Mortal Kombat as well in the state that it's in. Really is truly sad. I think what they should do, I don't think they should reboot it. I don't know what they're going to do, honestly. I don't know how they're going to do it. But they've done so many reboots. If you stop and think of it, the first real time that Mortal Kombat actually kind of tried to reboot things would have been, well, officially it would have been Mortal Kombat 9 slash just Mortal Kombat, because that's what it was called, on PS3 and 360 generation. But still, though, you could kind of see different types of reboots. Like, for instance, Mortal Kombat 4, right? It gave us a completely different villain, a completely different realm, and a completely different, like, threat, a different perspective. It was falling elder gods, fucking Netherrealm, the war of the gods, as opposed to Shao Kahn wanting to invade Earthrealm. No one said that was a reboot, but it was Mortal Kombat doing something different. Then you had Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, where Liu Kang was literally dead. So Mortal Kombat has done different things over the years, but obviously, like, the first like official reboot, like refresh, would have been Mortal Kombat 9, when Raiden had to send a message to his past self. He must win. He had no idea who the fuck he was talking about. Obviously, it was Shao Kahn. Everything changed. The past changed. Affected everything. Then, of course, we had Mortal Kombat X. So we saw the kind of effect of those changes. But then, like, Mortal Kombat 11 came along, and it was like, hold on. Chronica's like, hold on, fuck all this now. We gotta fix all this. What the hell is going on here? Who the fuck fucked up my timeline? The fuck is going on? I leave for 5 minutes and my entire timeline is fucked up. What's going on here? Let's bring it back to the start. And everyone is fighting to do that. Obviously Chronica wants to be the one to do it, but everyone is fighting to restart time, basically. That's what leads up to the next reboot then, which is obviously Mortal Kombat 1. But it didn't live up to players' expectations, and I regret to say, and it's painful to say, it even didn't live up to my expectations, to be honest with you. Hello there, apocalyptic minister. I tell you one thing, from time to time I struggle saying apocalypse. I can say apocalypse. Fuck it, I said it the first time, I couldn't say this. I know who's laughing out there. I'm telling you now. Don't test me. Okay, nonetheless, I love classic gaming. Yeah, it's nice to see, so many people loving classic games. They were so much better. They're so much better than modern games. Just tried to finish Splatterhouse 3. Never played it. Never played that series, actually. Yesterday on my analog NT. I swear to God, there's certain words I can't say or pronounce. When I grew up with a speech impairment, I can't even say the fucking word impairment. Impairment? What the fuck is impairment? Is that who said it? Speech impairment. See? It's so embarrassing I can't even say what I had. But I had it pretty bad, really. Stutters as well. Not too bad, no, to be honest with you. But yeah, there's certain words that just wreck my head when I say it. But never played Splatterhouse. I have to. Do you know what? No, that's a game that has to be featured on this channel. On my analog NT Noir. What the hell is that? What's an analog NT Noir? Jesus Christ, man! I love when someone drops by the live chat and just mentions a video game system that I've never heard before. That is so fucking refreshing, and that is what I love about classic games, classic hits gaming. This channel, all of you lovely people, is just to go all the way back, even back before fucking 80s. Do you know what I mean? I've had people saying I've been playing fucking games since the 70s. Do you know, the Atari. It's so great to hear that. But what the hell is that though? What's the analog NT newer? If I'm pronouncing it correctly, see? I told you I can't pronounce words. So we'll do another session. It's already enough there. We'll do another session of, I'm not going to do novice, advanced. It's always got to be advanced. Every single time it's got to be advanced. Oh my god, there's another word as well that if I attempt to say, it just kills me. What is it now? I'm gonna regret thinking of this word now, to be honest. I'm just laughing. Because there was me and another person, and we were sitting in the kitchen. And the fucking... the two of us just sort of say this word, like... I swear to God, it was comedy gold. Somebody should have recorded that, actually. It was comedy. I can't... What was the word, though? Just going to refresh the live chat because sometimes YouTube decides to be YouTube and doesn't show all the messages. I hate the fact that I have to keep doing this. Seems to be okay now, but sometimes, you know, it doesn't. So I don't want anyone to feel left out in the live chat, because what happens is people will be leaving comments, right, in the live chat, and they'll see it on their end, but then I won't be able to see it on my end, and then I'm thinking that they're thinking that I'm ignoring them. And I never want anyone to feel ignored on this channel, because I'm not one of those big fucking YouTubers, right? That like fucking, you know, super chat. What's the other one? Fucking members. Hello to my members. Alienating. I hate that shit, man. I hate when I hear YouTubers talking about their members and highlighting these people, right? And having the super chat. Oh, hi, fucking 123 Dore Me in the super chat with the $5 donation. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. And everyone else just saying, hi, I really like your channel. You really fucking make my day, you know. I'm going through a hard time in my life and I like watching your content. No acknowledgement whatsoever. Fuck those people, man. Fuck those greedy, fucking, greasy-haired, fat YouTubers, man. Seriously. They piss me off so fucking much, man. I'm just here to fucking just share these games with all of you lovely people. And I really appreciate when you all take the time out of your day to join these live streams. Fucking hell, like. As I said before, there's plenty of other ways to make money in life. Fuck, you know, I'd rather do an OnlyFans than to fucking be charging you people money just to fucking join the live stream and chat. Fuck that shit. Christ almighty, man. Like, I'm not living in a third world country. Like, I don't need fucking... I'm not that bad, like, you know? Like, financially, like, you know, I ain't that bad, like. And if push came to shove, as such is life, a lot of times, I mean, Jesus Christ, like, I mean, you know, you go out there and you fucking do something productive with your fucking life. You make a productive, conscious decision of what you need to do to change your financial situation or just life in general. My fucking first instinct isn't going to be, oh, let's make some money from YouTube. You know, it ain't going to happen. Just sub. Oh, thank you so much. Let me subscribe to your channel as well there now in a second. I also have one of those AT games. Do you have it? Do you notice it? I'm cheating. I'm actually not playing on an original Sega Mega Drive. Yes, I'm playing on the bootleg Chinese AT games Sega Mega Drive Mini. But it is fantastic though, because it actually comes preloaded with a shit ton of Sega Mega Drive games, and the fact that you can put in your fucking region-free cartridges as well is fantastic, man. But I never played it. The Analog NT Newer is a top-tier FPG. What's FPGA? I'm so dumb. Or it's an NES console which plays games in 1080p. Jesus Christ, man. That sounds fucking... Why can't I get that? Oh, there we go. Because I want to be able to go into your channel and subscribe to your channel. Go to channel. Subscribe. Oh, I love it. Pecran S1500 Power Station. Sneak peek. Let's watch your sneak peek. Looking good, my friend. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Sorry. I like the hat. Cool dude. That's do you know what? No, you're gonna get a like. That's a cool dude right there. That's a cool dude right there. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you in the spot there. Medusa, you have returned. So as I always say, to all of my teachers, to all of you goddamn politicians, to all of you fucking members of authority over there saying video games are not good for you. You don't learn anything from video games. Well, I learned Greek mythology from video games, so fuck you, teacher. You didn't teach me what... My school didn't teach me Greek mythology. I never learned Greek mythology in school. I also... Well, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but Resident Evil learned me about weapons and guns. I mean, okay, that mightn't be a good thing, but still. I learned a little bit about the Cold War before I even fucking officially learned about the Cold War. And I remember saying this to my history teacher, and she didn't like it at all. But I actually knew more going into that history class about the Cold War than I fucking did doing it, yeah. Oh, dude, that's cool. Much love, brother. No problem at all. I've jailbroken mine so it plays many other gaming systems. Very good. FPGA. Let me try to guess it. I'm going to try to guess what it means. Fully playable game archive. Imagine I wasn't all. If I am right about that, I should get paid. Stands for, okay, I was completely off. Field programmable gate array. Holy shit. Mine sounded better. Not gonna lie. That's pretty cool though. All those fucking games in 1080p as well, like. Hello, Chatty Middleton. Didn't mine sound better though? Mine sounded much better. Chad Middleton, my good friend, welcome to Classic Hits Gaming. Thank you as always, Chad, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join this live stream. As you know, this is your home of the 3 greatest decades of gaming. The 80s, the 90s, and the 90s. For my 3rd session of Phelios. Also, thank you for your retro game request, Chad. It has now been added to a poll, which you can vote for right now. And also, Apocalyptic Minister, you can also vote. If you go to my community tab, my community channel, part of the fucking community, what the hell is it actually called? Community tab, isn't it? You can actually vote for what's next on Classic Hits Gaming after this game. So you can choose between Yakuza 2 on PS2, Die Hard Trilogy on PS1, Mortal Kombat Trilogy on N64, and the original Mortal Kombat on SNES. So the winning game will be announced on Monday morning, Irish time, 9 a.m. And then that game will feature next on the channel. Vote for Yakuza 2. It's actually funny because right now it's voting day in the Republic of Ireland. It's the general election, which is basically you vote for who is going to be in government for the next 4 years, I think. I'm not going to discuss it too much, but I just think, look, this is probably giving it away, like, but this country has been fucked for a hell of a long time. I can't remember the last time anyone in this country said, gosh. Well, actually, I can't remember the last time anyone ever said that. Full stop, actually. But I can't remember the last time someone actually liked the government in this country. I can't remember the last time anyone actually praised the government in this country. So the government in this country has been either Fine Gael or Fianna Fáil for as long as I'm alive. Okay? And as I said, I can't remember the last time anyone actually liked the government. So you vote for the alternative. And that's what I voted for. Don't have any real political interests or fucking favorism, but that was just my mentality going into voting day today. So the FPGA, you mean the fully playable gaming archive, mimics the hardware functions, which isn't software emulation. I hate elections. I wouldn't blame you, man. I wouldn't blame you. So look, nothing ever really changes. You know, so I don't. It's frustrating because you believe you're going out there to try to make change, but in the end, nothing really ever changes. You know, so I don't really blame you. It's been a hell of a long time since any country really had a politician or a government that people actually liked. It's kind of weird because it's scary actually, because for instance, like John F. Kennedy, former US president, he was fucking loved, adored. He gets assassinated. Do you know what I mean? It's very eye-opening, if you ask me. Same here in America, but politics, yeah, politics fucking suck, man. And when they start infecting, you know, the entertainment industry as well, to try to influence people in their decision. But I tell you what, Taylor Swift, it didn't work. Because she was like, vote for Kamala Harris. I'm Taylor Swift, so I am telling you that you should vote for her. If you like me, you should like her. Well, it didn't fucking work, did it? But no, but like, the fact of the matter is, yeah, politics, it does suck. I'm sorry for bringing politics into it now, to be honest with you. We'll get back to the gameplay now. Yeah, I just hate when they bring it into video games, particularly. Like when it becomes a focal point of the game, that's when I kind of say, don't like that. There's plenty of games I grew up playing in the 90s and noughties that had characters that were a different race, a different nationality, a different skin color, a different sexuality, even different religion. But it didn't matter to the game. It didn't become a focal point of the game or the focal point of the advertising of the game or the announcement of the game or the marketing of the game or anything. Like Streets of Rage, which I absolutely love, had a black character. I think it was Adam Hunter, if I am correct. Metal Gear Solid 2 had a bisexual boss, which is actually a pivotal character in the game, actually Vamp. Fair Effect on PS1 not only had a strong female lead, but she happened to be a lesbian. But it didn't become the focal point of the game. Nowadays, politics seems to be the focal point of the game. And that pisses me off, you know. It really and truly does. Really sad because people believe these guys give a damn about us. That's the thing. See, that's the thing as well. That's the illusion as well. Like, where people, they genuinely think like this person has my best interest at heart, but all they are interested in is remaining in power for the next 5 years, and they'll say anything at all to achieve that. You know, they will lie through their fucking teeth to achieve that. Isn't this game a sequel to? Is it? Wait a second, Dragon Spirit. Let me Google that. You have me intrigued. That's right, it's supposed to be about fun. Yeah, video games are supposed to be completely fictional and the emphasis is supposed to be on fun. It's not supposed to be real. That's interesting. No, Dragon Spirit. Dragon Spirit video game. Let's see. I think you're actually right. Dragon Spirit is a... fuck off. The internet, it's asking me to donate. Hey, fuck off. Dragon Spirit is a 1987... 2 seconds, I'll read the comment there first. Chaddy, my brother. Elon Musk acting like he's going to make new gaming companies with AI. Well, AI is going to have from what I've seen and heard, honestly, of AI, whether we like it or not, is going to have a huge impact on everything, literally everything, including video games. That's the way it is. So, Dragon Spirit is a 1987 vertical scrolling shooter arcade game developed by and published by Namco. In North America, it was distributed by Atari Games, controlling the dragon. Let's see. It's still asking me to donate. Let's see. The development and release was sequels and legacy. A sequel game, Dragon Spirit New Legend, was released for the Nintendo Entertainment System. No. But it is very similar, though. It is a very similar game, and it's made by the same company. But no, it isn't officially a sequel. But it does look very similar, though. So there would have been a lot of scrolling shooters back in the day. See if I can find. Oh no, this isn't the box I'm stuck on. I still have 5 hours on this trip. Oh yeah. You're heading to Las Vegas. So you eventually hopped on your plane. Man, that's gonna be something. Is it your first time going to Vegas? What takes you to Vegas, by the way? If you don't mind me being so nosy. You're obviously going to go to all the big casinos, yeah? I want to go to Vegas. But I'm literally I'm literally the last person you'd expect that would be in Vegas, because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't even gamble. Just imagine me in Vegas. I'll probably end up getting fucking married to some random fucker. Like an episode of The Simpsons. Yeah, I want to go to Vegas. No, not the first time. Oh, I was just passing through Las Vegas going to... Oh, I see. What's it like? What's it like? What's Las Vegas like? Like, because my perspective of Las Vegas is what I see on TV, what I see in the movies. What's Las Vegas really like? Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it really like? Is it like? What's it like? Like I'm an Irish man. We don't get much excitement. The only lights we see is whenever they fucking put the Christmas decorations up in the city. That's about it. I wanna go to Vegas. But imagine me though in Vegas. Holy shit, man. Who knows? I could just end up fucking going mental. Start drinking. Start doing drugs. I'm married to like 3 or 4 different people. Come back like Ric Flair. Or in my case, Ric Flair. Ah well. Oh man, so it's more of a spiritual successor. Because, yeah, that's what it seems to look like, actually, a spiritual successor. It is extremely similar. You are pretty good at this. Whoa, thank you. I wasn't expecting that. I actually thought it was shit. Thank you for that. I've played this not that long ago. It is very hard actually. Thank you for that actually. Thank you for that because it does like yeah, like it does look. It looks easier than what it actually is. Trust me. Las Vegas has gone downhill. Like I like that perspective because that's the real boots on the ground perspective. You know that you won't see, you know, on TV or movies or in games. You know the fact that you're highlighting the fact that it's gone downhill like other big cities. I like that now. Well, obviously, I don't like the fact that the city is gone downhill. But I mean, I like the fact that you're giving the honest perspective, you know, of someone who actually like went there, who's seen Las Vegas, you know, because a lot of people have never really been to Las Vegas, you know, especially an Irishman. Fucking hell, an Irishman in Las Vegas would be hilarious. That's a Netflix documentary waiting to happen right there. Seriously. I just think it'd be so funny me in Las Vegas because I'm just not this is not my scene. Like, you know, I'd be there playing my Switch the whole time. Seriously, sitting there playing fucking Mario and Luigi Brothership, a bit of Mario Party, whatever else. I'm tired. I won't sleep. I have to pay a fortune to go to Las Vegas. Making a few hookups there. Good enough. But yeah, Chad. Oh, I forgot to pause. Fuck. Uh, America has gone downhill. Everyone is crap. And again, this is something that you wouldn't see like on TV in movies, because TVs and movies will always kind of give you the impression that, you know, this nation is great and these cities are great. But yeah, it's always good to get the real perspective. Just put poker and casino slots in Dublin, and you'll have exactly. There's plenty of There's plenty of casinos around the place. That's very true, actually. I'd be scared though if I started doing that. Like if I started doing the slot machines, no, not so much gambling as in gambling, but like if I started playing poker and fucking, I don't know, man. I'd be scared to get addicted. I don't know, man, because the competitiveness in me, like, I don't know though. Would I be able to walk away? Like, would I be able to walk away? I end up fucking selling myself to some fucking, I don't know. Be interesting though, wouldn't it? But I end up fucking selling myself to some fucking dominatrix master or something. Never again see me. I'm scared now. I'm not going to Las Vegas. Bad enough in Cork. There's enough weirdos in Cork. No, tell you the truth. Don't need fucking more over there. Jesus Christ. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to. I can't stress how hard this particular boss is. Like, you really have to pay attention to the projectiles. Try to duck. Oh, I did it! I did it! I have goosebumps. I actually have goosebumps, man. Can you see my goosebumps? I can't even see my fucking hand. I got goosebumps, man. I'm not even funny. I'm not even joking. Look at this guy. I'm coming for you, Typhon. I don't have time to come for you, but I'm coming for you. There's a pity I can't save my game. Well, I have about 10 more minutes left. You can read the text. I'll read the text in a second, I know. Or the comment, I mean. Sorry. Is there going to be text? Can I pause this? And that's only chapter 3. I'm only on chapter 3, lads. This game is fucking severely difficult, I swear to God. You will all those hypnosis lights and songs. That's why they remove slots from the old poke. Hypnotized, man. That's the last thing I fucking need. Is to be hypnotized by some fucking dominatrix. Seriously. Before I know it, I wake up with a sore hole and a salty taste in my mouth. Sorry. Casinos, fast food shops, liquor stores, and gun stores everywhere. No malls for the kids. and a house full of Amazon boxes. Do you know what that is? I love that. That is a raw fucking. That's a raw postcard for Las Vegas. You know what I mean? That's a raw selling point for fucking for the place Las Vegas. Exactly apocalyptic. We used to be glad to hit the mall early Sunday morning and pick up games. What we have in Ireland are basically shopping centres. It's so I prefer the term mall. I like the term mall. I don't care how like in Ireland a lot of people would find it cringy, but I don't mind calling it a mall. I like the term mall. But we don't have as big as mall. We have a few. There's a place now in my hometown of Cork City in County Cork. It's situated in the southwest of the Republic of Ireland. But there's a place called Mahon Point, and it's pretty big. It's got massive it's got a lot of stores there, restaurants, takeaway restaurants, cafes, and a cinema as well. So that would be considered a mall basically. But yeah, I do miss the days of going into like a big shopping center to get a new video game. But it is dying out, unfortunately. It is dying out, and it's sad to see. Really, I don't like seeing it, but it is sad to see like the death of physical games. I miss them all and playing Soul Calibur 2 with other people. Oh man! Well, I used to go to the arcade. I used to go to the arcade and play Tekken. It was Tekken 2 or Tekken 3, and I would kick ass. I would seriously, man. I'm not even joking, man. I would kick some serious ass as king. Don't be really game over now. I got this far. Okay, good. I can play this a little bit more. Oh my god, look at the positioning of these fucking skulls, man. Oh my god. They're like Shang Tsung's skulls. Shang Tsung, fuck off back to Mortal Kombat. In the wrong game. Go away. It's kind of a little bit like Kid Icarus as well. Well, the Kid Icarus Uprising, because I believe that's also based on Greek mythology. Tekken Tag Tournament. Oh, that was good. Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Oh, it was my first time playing the Tag Tournament series. Well, there's only 2 games in the Tag Tournament series, but really fun on the Wii U, the good old Wii U days. But no, I used to play Tekken 2 and Tekken 3 in the arcade. I was a beast at King. I still am. I still am a beast. As King. I'm not showing off, like. I'm not showing off. I just really like King. And I really like Tekken. And that's why, like, because I just play a lot of him. I like his movesets. Because I used to be a big wrestling fan back then, you know. So King was like obviously a wrestler, so that's what drew me into it. You know what though? I am going to get back into wrestling when it comes to Netflix. I have nothing to lose. I have a Netflix account. I have nothing to lose. Give it a go. See if I like it. Who knows? Maybe I will. I'll have to accept. See, the thing is, I have to go into it with a fresh mindset, a fresh perspective, because Undertaker, my husband, the Undertaker. Fuck off. I don't even know. I forget his husband's name. Or his wife's name. I don't care. Michelle McCool. Is that your name? Fuck you. Undertaker's mine. But he's retired now. I have to accept that. Kane is a fucking Lord Mayor. Well, we call him Lord. He's the mayor of fucking what's he did? Knock County or something. Shawn Michaels is a born again Christian. You know, I'm running NXT, and he looks like He looks rough. That's just a fucking generous. That's the generous way of putting it. He looks rough. It's a different landscape from the point of view of someone who grew up watching wrestling in the Attitude Era. You know, it's a fucking different landscape altogether. But I have to accept that and just see who I can latch onto, see who I can relate to. I do like the bloodline. I do like that mentality, you know. So who knows? But I know this is the end of the live stream. When fuck Jake Paul. See, I see Jake Paul, the fucking thing will turn me off. I don't like that kind. I don't like this YouTuber fucking crap. Like, you know, a YouTuber can be this. Get me in the ring, and I fucking fight Jake Paul. I kick the fucker in the balls and run and take my fucking millions. Boom. That's how we do it. Listen, thank you everyone for watching my third session of Phelios. Your support is very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, you can vote for what's next on Classic Hits Game, and you can head over to my community tab right now, and you can vote between either Yakuza 2 on PS2, Mortal Kombat Trilogy on N64, Die Hard Trilogy on PS1, and the original Mortal Kombat on SNES. The winning game will be announced on Monday morning, 9 AM Irish time. Thanks again for watching. See you next time on Classic Hits Gaming, and enjoy the rest of your day, everyone.